So now room latent heat. So in the room latent heat, we are going to calculate three factors. One is people, number of people into latent heat gain per person. Next, we'll be calculating infiltration, CFM into delta grains per pound into 0.68 is the formula. And third one is outside air. Outside air equals to CFM into delta grains per pound into bypass factor into 0.68. Okay, so already we know number of people is 2, and delta grains per pound, difference in HR. So what is the difference in HR? 100 minus 65, which is equals to 35 grains per pound. इधर देखो, this is this table, difference in HR, you can find it out here. The difference in HR, 100 minus 65, which is 35 grains per pound. Clear? Got it? Now, so number of people. So people, with respect to people, from page number 13, you can find, okay, people seated office work. Yesterday already we have discussed this. It's office work. Okay, room dry bulb temperature as 75, room latent heat. Okay, what is the value? 205 BTU per hour. 205 BTU per hour. BTU per hour. Now, people, number of people into latent heat gain per person. Number of people into latent heat gain per person. 2 into 205, which is 410 BTU per hour. 410 BTU per hour. Next, infiltration. So infiltration, CFM into delta grains per pound into 0.68. Yesterday we have calculated the infiltration CFM, right? Yesterday we have calculated the infiltration CFM. Therefore, the infiltration CFM is 48. Okay, infiltration CFM is 48 into 35. So delta grains per pound is 35 into 0.68, which is 456.94 BTU per hour. Next, outside air. Outside air equals to CFM into delta grains per pound into bypass factor into 0.68. Yesterday हमें outside air CFM calculate किया. If you remember, we have calculated with respect to the people, with respect to the area, and with respect to the air changes. After calculating this, the maximum value, okay, the maximum value which has come, that we have taken as a outside air CFM. So yesterday we got 60, right? 60. Delta grains per pound is 35. कल bypass factor भी calculate किया ना में, that bypass factor is 0.4 and 0.68, which is 571.2 BTU per hour. Therefore, outside air, room latent heat equals to people plus infiltration plus outside air, which is 410 plus 456.96 plus 571.2. Okay, which is equals to 1438.96 BTU per hour. So for this, we are adding factor of safety as 5%. 5% we are adding a factor of safety, which is effective room latent heat QL होता है. effective room latent heat QL, which is 1510.16 BTU per hour. 1510.16 BTU per hour. Therefore, effective room total heat QT equals to, okay, effective room total heat QT equals to QS plus QL. कल QS आया ना हमको 11,670.29, 11,670.29 plus QL. QL is 1510.16. QL is 1510.16, which is 13,180.45, which is QT. Effective room total heat. Room पे इतना heat generate हो रहे. Okay, room पे इतना heat generate हो रहे. Now we need to calculate the capacity of the machine. To calculate the capacity of the machine, we need to calculate the outside air heat. कल हमें कैलकुलेट किया विथ रेस्पेक्ट टू बाईपास फैक्टर, अभी हमें कैलकुलेट करना है विथ रेस्पेक्ट टू कॉन्टैक्ट फैक्टर. नाउ वी आर कैलकुलेटिंग विथ रेस्पेक्ट टू कॉन्टैक्ट फैक्टर. सो सेंसिबल हीट, आउटसाइड एयर हीट का सेंसिबल हीट है C इक्वल्स टू CFM into delta T into 1 minus bypass factor. This is called as contact factor, CF. Bypass factor plus contact factor is equals to 1. Therefore, contact factor equals to 1 minus bypass factor. So, outside air heat कल हमें calculate किया outside air heat CFM, right? Outside air का CFM. So, that CFM again we are taking 60 into delta T, ODBT minus IDBT, which is 106 minus 75, that is 31, into 1 minus 0.4, which is 0.6 into 1.08. So you will get as 1205.28 BTU per hour. Next, latent heat, L equals to CFM into delta grains per pound into 1 minus bypass factor into 0.68, which is 60 into 35 into 1 minus 0.4 into 0.68, which is 856.8 BTU per hour. Therefore, grand subtotal equals to QT plus S plus L. Grand subtotal equals to QT plus S plus L, which is 13180.45 plus 1205.28 plus 856.8, which is equals to 15359.43 BTU per hour. So factor of safety 460. So after adding factor of safety 460 here, so what is the value you will get here? 15359.43 plus 460.78. How much value will you get here? One five two four 2.53 plus 460.78, which is 15703.31. So 1 TR equals to 12,000 BTU per hour, right? 1 TR equals to 12,000 BTU per hour, right? So divided by 12,000, which is 1.30. Okay, so this is the TR. So hope this is clear, right, up to here. Take a note of this. Take a note.
Done, sir.
Just you can make a note of this bus. So from page number 20, sir, from page number 13.
Done, sir. Done, sir. Done, sir. Done, sir.
Done.
Done, sir. Done. Done, sir.
Okay. Now अभी हमें TR find out किया ना. We have found out the TR. Now we need to find the CFM. CFM भी find out करना पड़ेगा. To find the CFM, we need to find effective room sensible heat factor. मैं क्या find out करना है? Effective room sensible heat factor. So effective room sensible heat factor is nothing but room sensible heat. Effective room sensible heat by effective room total heat. Okay, effective room sensible heat by effective room total heat. So नहीं आ रहा है क्या? एक मिनट. Okay. Effective room sensible heat ESHF equals to QS divided by QT. What is QS value? QS value कितना है? How much QS value we have? Tell me, sir, what is QS value we have?
So 1205.
How much?
1205.
1205 QS, not S. QS. Effective room sensible heat. 11 QS 11 sir, tell me QS value. बाप रे. Double 670.29 divided by QT. Tell me QT value. 13180.45. How much will you get here? .88. Okay. 0.88. So as it is 0.88, as it is 0.88, now we need to find out apparatus dew point temperature. To find the apparatus dew point temperature from page number 22, I think so. From page number 22, you'll get the apparatus dew point temperature. So here, room dry bulb temperature. Okay, room dry bulb temperature. You need to take as room dry bulb temperature 75 degree Fahrenheit. Okay, 75 degree Fahrenheit, and relative humidity is 50%. Relative humidity considered as 50%. Okay, so room dry bulb temperature 75 degree Fahrenheit and relative humidity is 50%. Now okay, so we have ESHF. Here we have ESHF. So ESHF value हमको, the ESHF value is 0.84 and 0.92 we have, but our ESHF value is 0.88, right? So for 0.84 it is 52 For 0.84 it is 52. For 0.92 it is 54. So we make a table here. So 52 or 54. Now we create a table 52, 50.5, 0.84, 0.85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92. So 84 के लिए 52 है. For 84 it is 52. For 92 it is 54. Now I need to find out. Okay. Now I need to find out 0.88. To find out 0.88. Okay. To find out 0.88, what I am doing is I am counting the values. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't count this 0.88. Why? Because we need that one. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Now 54 minus 52 divided by 8 places. So you'll get 0.25. 0.25. So as it is 0.25, now I'll be adding. So 0.84, 52, 0.85, 52.25, 0.86, again 0.25 I'll add, 52.50. Again 87.25 I'll add. I'll be adding each place 0.25. So for 84 we have 53. So now ADP, apparatus dew point temperature, is 53 degree Fahrenheit. So this is the 53 which we need, which is called as chilled water supply temperature. Okay, whatever the chilled water we supply to the AHU, whatever chilled water we are going to supply to the AHU. So now this is the 53 degree Fahrenheit we need to supply. Now dehumidified rise dr. So dehumidified rise dr is nothing but 1 minus bypass factor into room temperature minus ADP. 1 minus bypass factor into room temperature minus ADP. So 1 minus 0.4 bypass factor into room temperature हमें 75 डिग्री मेंटेन करना है, minus 53 which is 13.2 degree Fahrenheit. Therefore dehumidified CFM equals to dehumidified CFM equals to QS divided by dehumidified rise into 1.08. So what is the QS we got? QS value. What is QS value, sir? 11,670. $11,670 divided by dehumidified rise 13.2 into 1.08. How much will you get? Just say this answer. which is 818 CFM. 818 CFM. Okay. So this much of air is required to cool the room. Okay. Make a note. Make a note from here. So Naresh, if you go down, you'll get 75. Last page पे. ठीक है. Done? Is it done?
Done, sir.
Har
Done, sir. Done, sir.
Now I need you people to work for family room. I need